Tonight, liftoff. From the wheat belt to the world, a daredevil grandfather's solo mission to take on the sky and rewrite history.
Hundreds turn out in Rockingham to remember a teen with Asperger's allegedly murdered by two women.
A new clue in a deadly hit run that killed a Morley father.
Theresa May shines in July, Britain's first female Prime Minister since Margaret Thatcher.
And from a bunch of bananas to a bottle of beer, why Perth residents are paying top dollar long after the boom.
From the studios of 7 Perth, Rick Arden and Susanna Carr.
Good evening and welcome to 7 News. Days of tension in our wheat belt have given way to cheers as a daredevil balloonist successfully set off around the globe in a quest to break a world record. Fedor Konyakov chose to launch his solo voyage from Northam and is tonight in the air heading towards the South Australian border. The grandfather's goal is to circumnavigate the world in less than 13 days, and as Jordan Cutts reports, he'll only sleep in 45-minute bursts.
He's the Russian Orthodox priest with a slightly unorthodox fascination with adventure. Fedor Konyakov's latest quest, a daring solo lap around the Earth in this hot air balloon.
Have a safe and successful journey, mate.
All part of a risky bid by the 64-year-old grandfather to break a world record. Launched in Northam, spot was chosen for its valley, which is protected from wind. After 6 weeks of delays, the weather finally delivered and allowed for a smooth liftoff.
It's a great sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It went perfect. We had a fantastic launch.
Just before 7:30 this morning, Fedor's wife, children and grandchildren said goodbye. They watched as his balloon drifted into the clouds.
We believe in him and we have to wait for him.
The non-stop flight's been done before, but no one's ever made it on their first try. Dick Smith, who's no stranger to long-distance hot air ballooning, is confident Fedor can do it.
It's a very risky undertaking.
The custom-made balloon measured in at more than 50 metres. A specialised team worked through the night to fill it with helium. It's just gone 4:30 and the temperatures dropped to about 4 degrees. That's relatively warm compared to the -40 Fedor will have to endure once he's in the sky. There is a heater on board, but he'll have to brave the cold when he opens the capsule to change the gas supply. Bad weather is Fedor's biggest threat. 33,000-kilometre journey will see him fly over Australia for the next 2 days. He'll need to cross back into the country in less than 13 days to set a new record. In Northam, Jordan Cutts, 7 News.
Hundreds have turned out to farewell murdered Rockingham teenager Aaron P.H. Sweetman. The 18-year-old who lived with Asperger's syndrome was found buried under a concrete slab last month. Today, in a moving service, he was remembered as a gentle, trusting soul who always had a smile on his face.
A homeless man who police believe may have been murdered and dumped on the steps of a church in the city has been identified. Alexis Donkin, what do we know about the victim?
Well, so police have released the man's name and have confirmed that they have notified his family. This is 48-year-old Ian John Wilson. Detectives have released the image in an attempt to get more information about how he died. He had no obvious injuries, although after an autopsy, police say they believed he was assaulted and that caused his death. He was found on the steps of the church at midnight on Saturday. Police want to know what happened in the hours before. Anyone with information that can help the investigation is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Rick?
Thanks, Alexis. The brother of a man killed in a hit-and-run has made a direct plea to whoever's responsible. Sean Tiernan has called on the mystery driver to come forward, clear their conscience and help a family make sense of a tragedy. Emily Baker reports. Parents of the gunman who shot 5 policemen in Dallas last week have spoken for the first time. It came on the same day a prisoner seized a bailiff's gun at a courthouse, shooting him and another bailiff dead before being killed himself.
We'll speak to Ross Lyon live on Friday's daunting matchup with Geelong and Patrick Dangerfield.
Plus, a former West Coast Eagles player manager charged over a massive ice bust.
Also, the handy new way to work out how much to eat.
And the coin you don't want to lose between the couch cushions. Why it's worth $1 million.
Then, WA's kindness cleanup, our worst trash house transformed.
I can't believe how much they've done.
Perth's Pokemon hunters, the hidden costs.
It'll chew through data plans pretty quickly.
Plus billions of bubbles, the secret mixture.
In Seven's Money Watch, a strong day on Wall Street pushed the Australian share market higher. The ASX 200 added 16 points. It was a good day for the major banks, which all gained ground. Mining giant BHP Billiton rose 33 cents. One Australian dollar is now buying just under 76 US cents and 58 British pence.
A driver has allegedly been caught by police with unrestrained children. He was travelling at 173 kilometres an hour. It happened on Brand Highway near Geraldton, a 110 zone. The car has been impounded.
And looking $1 million, Basil Tieran's Friday night footy for the Dockers this week, Baz.
Thank you, Rick. How are you? Welcome back. Yes, at home to the Cats, the Dockers. What's their plan for Patrick Dangerfield? I'll ask the coach. Plus, party time in Portugal. The Champions parade their trophy as video emerges of a moment of touching sportsmanship. And how much is the UFC worth? We'll tell you after the break. The Fremantle Dockers will be under the spotlight of Friday night footy when they tackle Geelong at home this week. Coach Ross Lyon is with me live. Ross, welcome. There's nowhere to hide on a Friday night. Exciting or daunting for your boys?
Well, it could be either, depending on the effort we bring. But we know we're playing a quality team, but it's great to have the Friday night stage, and we certainly need to be better than we have been the last couple of weeks.
Tell your kids about that. World number one, Jason Day, believes this week's British Open is his to lose. Day is one of 11 Australians who will tee off at Scotland's Royal Troon on Thursday.
I'm not so worried about them beating me. I'm worried about myself beating myself. And that's the biggest thing, is to really try and conquer yourself and try and conquer your ego at times.
And world number 3, Jordan Spieth, is the latest big name to pull out of the Rio Olympics. The UFC's rapid rise in popularity has seen it sold for, wait for it, more than $4 billion overnight. And NBA superstar Tim Duncan has retired after 19 years and 5 championships with the San Antonio Spurs. And soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo is leading a wild victory party back home in Portugal after his nation's upset win at Euro 2016. Tens of thousands of fans turned out in Lisbon to welcome home their European champions. And a heartwarming video has emerged of a young Portuguese boy consoling an upset French supporter after yesterday's decider. That's nice sportsmanship. WA will now have 33 Olympians in Rio, with basketballer Nat Burton the latest to seal her place. Star centre Liz Cambridge will spearhead the Opal's charge towards gold, but a blow for gymnastics on the eve of the Olympics, with the WA Institute of Sport announcing they're shutting down the women's program in December. OK, that's it from me on a busy night in sport. Here are Rick and Sue.
Thanks, Baz. There's more frosty weather on the way. Sam will have the details next.
Plus your Tuesday Oz Lotto numbers, and then it's Tina.
WA's clean up with a conscience, our worst trashed house transformed by kindness.
I can't believe how much they've done.
Perth's Pokemon hunters, the hidden costs and bill shocks.
It'll chew through data plans pretty quickly.
Meet our new sporting glamour couple, the champion swimmer and footy star. Now their Olympic dream, plus Australia's bubble scientist, her secret mixture for billions of bubbles. That's coming up next.
Now, Fuel Watch, Perth's petrol prices. Brought to you by Fuel Watch and 7 News.
Hello. After a frosty morning, we've had our coldest July day in 5 years, and there's another frosty start forecast for tomorrow. This morning it was only 4.1 degrees at 7:30, and our top was just 14.2 degrees, well below the July average. Right now it's a chilly 10 degrees and the winds are light. If we look around the metro area, Kalamunda got to just 3 degrees this morning and a top of just 11. It was slightly warmer along the coast. For the rest of the state, frosty conditions as well for the Goldfields, Southwest, Great Southern and the Wheatbelt. Yeelirrie got down to -2 degrees. Tomorrow, many places will get below freezing overnight, including Collie, Brookton and York. And frost forecast again for many southern parts of the state. A ridge of high pressure is developing over the south of the state, with a high expected to move into the Bight on Wednesday. A cold front is expected to reach the southwest Capes late Thursday. It's cold on the east coast tomorrow, showers and possible snow for Canberra and Hobart, 18 and a few clouds for Brisbane. On local waters, northeasterly winds will be 15 to 20 knots all day. So we have another frosty morning in store tomorrow, an overnight low of just 3 degrees and tomorrow a top of 16. It warms up slightly on Thursday, a mostly sunny 18. Chance of a late shower on Friday, showers up to 20 millimetres and a storm possible on Saturday and late showers possible on Sunday. And tonight's winning Oz Lotto numbers for draw 1169 are 24, 28, 39, 1, 11, 19, 29 and the supplementaries are 38 and 37. Those numbers again 24, 28, 39, 1, 11, 19, 29 and the subs are 38 and 37. Now here's Today Tonight and Tina, a heart-warming house clean-up.
Yes, Sam, this was one of the worst trashed houses we've seen and the owner had no idea how she was going to clean up. Enter some guardian angels, a group of men with troubles of their own, determined to give back to society. Here's Mark Gibson with this remarkable makeover.
I'm really, really grateful. I've just been overwhelmed with the support. I don't even know how to react.
And the men plan to carry out more work later this week. Well, experts say the Pokemon Go craze that's sweeping Perth is likely to be earning the game developers more than $4 million a day. But players are being warned there are plenty of hidden costs, and without safeguards, mobile phone bills will skyrocket. Now to the WA sporting high achievers who found success and each other. Cupid's arrow has hit the mark for an Olympian and a Sandover medalist, Mark.
Tina, they're Perth's new glamour couple, Brianna Throssell, a champion swimmer, and Aidan Tropiano, a star footballer with Perth in the WAFL. Brianna says the blossoming romance is a blessing ahead of the most important event of her career, the Rio Olympics.
They hit the line, Groves first, Throssell second, they both made it.
A better person, probably. Better swimmer, I believe he helps.
The Olympic countdown is well and truly on for Brazil-bound Brianna, with the Games kicking off on August the 5th. You can see all the action live and free on 7. Tina.
Thanks very much, Mark. Stay with us. We'll be back right after the break. Coming up, Australia's bubble scientist.
Large bubbles, small bubbles.
Her secret mixture creating billions of bubbles.
The solution that we use is a special type of liquid.
It's like nothing you've ever seen before. The Gazillion Bubble Show is here in Australia and is exactly as the name suggests, a bubble feast. As Sophie Hull found out, it has to be experienced to be believed, all because of a bubble mixture with a secret recipe. Sophie Hull reporting there. Stay with us. We'll be back with weather and more in just a moment. Next, never worry about losing your keys again.
With the automated door lock, you'll be able to let your kids or anyone that you want in and out.
Run your whole home from your mobile phone.
Hello. After a frosty morning, we've had our coldest July day in 5 years, and there's another frosty start forecast for tomorrow. This morning it was only 4.1 degrees at 7:30 and our top was just 14.2 degrees, well below the July average. If we look around the metro area, Kalamunda got down to 3 degrees this morning and a top of 11. It was slightly warmer along the coast. Around WA tomorrow, many places will get below freezing overnight, including Collie, Brookton and York, and frost forecast again for many southern parts parts of the state. On local waters, northeasterly winds will be 15 to 20 knots all day. So we'll have another frosty overnight low, 3 degrees, and tomorrow a top of 16. Thursday, a mostly sunny 18. Chance of a late shower on Friday. Showers and a storm possible on Saturday, and late showers possible on Sunday. Tina.
Thanks, Sam. Now to a home security system that's so smart it'll send you a video if someone dares to open your drinks cabinet to sneak a glass of wine. Fully automated, it controls and monitors everything from opening and locking doors to restocking your cupboard, all at the touch of a button. And that's our show for tonight. Join us again tomorrow when we take you inside Perth's CSI school, training the forensic scientists of the future. Home and Away is up next. Enjoy your evening.